Yeah, this is my first time doing the poker vlog, and I'm here with my friend Jason and James. They've been playing poker with me for a while, and yeah, it's pretty fun. And here's Rivers, if you want to show them. Yeah, there's not much you can see, but yeah, one thing you need to know about Pittsburgh Rivers Casino is that their ice cream is amazing. I got a pistachio here. What'd you get? Is that Mamma Mia?
Raspberry, vanilla, and chocolate.
Alright, yeah.
Mamma Mia as well.
Alright, yeah. They just give you a huge scoop, and that's just, I can't even finish that. But we're gonna do some hand analysis right now, and I'm just gonna eat while I do my analysis. So we'll see. I'm sweating right now. I'm gonna be honest, because for some reason it's really hot here, but I'm just gonna go with it. The very first hand I want to talk about today is during the middle of the session, I had ace-10 offsuit in the cutoff position, and we were playing 1-3 no limit hold'em, and I opened up. I raised to 8, and I got 4 callers. Flop is Jack 9. So I was the first to act, and I thought if I bet here, I'm not gonna get folds from any jacks, any 9th. So I decided to check, and I got all checks from the other players. So we will see a turn. Turn is a king of diamonds. I thought king of diamonds is pretty well in my range, and I could definitely also wrap a jack here. So I bet 23 into the pot, and only one player cost. So going to the river, it's a 5 of diamonds, which I don't think it changes anything. And you know, ace high is certainly not good here, so we have to bet to win this pot. So that's what I did. I bet 50 into the pot, and the opponent thinks for a long time and finally decides on a call. So I showed my ace high, certainly it's not good, and the opponent rolls over king 6 offsuit. So I don't know, if I bet a little bit more here, I might get a fold, but I'm not sure. So what do you guys think? So the second hand we're gonna talk about is, I have a button position and I have 10 jack. There are 3 players that limps, and I decide on a call, and the button just fills out the big blind, and we're gonna see a flop. Did I say what hand I had? Did I say what hand I had?
I think you did.
10 jack off? Alright, 10 jack offsuit. So we're gonna see a flop. Flop is 7-8-9 rainbow. Boom! When you hit the flop so good, it just feels really good. And especially when the early position leads for $12. And better than that, 2 other players called the raise. So action turns to me. I think a bet is very appropriate here, because I'm certainly not gonna fold worse hands, because if you are gonna bet, you're certainly gonna call a raise, right? So I raised to 45, and unfortunately everybody just folds. So the dude who raised initially claims he has the lower end of the straight, but if I had a lower end, I certainly wouldn't fold this flop. So I don't know. And also my sizing might be a little bit too big here. It's effectively, I'm betting the pot, so maybe I scared some people away. I maybe need to just wait for the turn to come. So I don't know. So this is a very interesting hand. I had pocket queens in the late position, and the early position just links to me, and I decided to raise it to 10. I got 3 callers, and we're gonna head to see a flop. Flop is ace-10 9. Certainly not the best flop we can have, and it's certainly not the worst. So the early position, one of the early positions leads out for $16, and it's just too good to fold pocket queens right now. So I decide on a fold. I decide on a call. Turn is another ace. The early position doesn't stop betting at all. He continues, fires $25 US dollars. So now in my mind, I was thinking because there are two aces here, it's on the board right now, so he has a lower chance of getting an ace. Also, at the same time, he might have kings, but that's very unlikely. So I decided on a call. The river is a brick. It's a two of spades, and the early position just jams all in. Effectively, he covers me, and for now, it's a very tough decision. So it makes me more believe, he has an ace, even though the board has two aces. And also, it's a very tight player, so I don't think he's gonna just bluff with nothing. So after thinking for a long while, I decide on a fold. So a little questionable decision on there, so let me know what you think. Alright, so the next hand, we're only 5-handed. It's a Friday night, so I don't understand why there's only 5 players on our board, because Friday night usually there are a lot of people in the poker room. But anyways, look down to pocket jacks, and I'm on the bottom position. Limps to me, and I decide to raise it up to $10, and I got 2 callers. So we're gonna see a flop. Flop is 8-4 deuce rainbow. Pretty good flop for us. So I decided to continue bet here because people might get something or not. So I decided to size up a little bit, about 20, and I got 2 callers, surprisingly. And turn is a 10 of hearts. So still no flush draw on the board, but I don't know what they're calling with. They might catch up with a 10, but they all both decide to check to me. And so at this point, I only have like a pot size bet left, so I decided to just to jam it in. The early position looked at me and makes a call. So we're into a raise. So we're gonna heads up to see the river, which is an ace of hearts. Not a very good card for us, but I'm all in anyways. What can I do? So I rolled up my jacks, and he rolls over 10-6 off. So we're actually scooping this pot here. I don't know why he called. Maybe he thought I was just bluffing, but it's always good to take down the pot. So the last hand we're going to talk about today is at the very end of the session, I looked down to Queen 3 of diamonds in the big blind position, and everybody limps, so why not see a flop? Flop is very interesting. It's 5-7-3. 5-7 of diamonds and 3 of clubs. So I had a bottom pair and I have a potential flush draw. Small blind checks, and I decide on a check because I have plenty of equities to call with. So also, then the cutoff decides to bet 10. He is a very aggressive player, and he bets a lot. Very dry board, even some wet boards. So I would say he's very aggressive. I got 2 callers before me, and I decided on a call. Turn is a queen, so now we have 2 pairs, and we still have the potential flush draw. Then I decided to check because I can. If I bet here, I think I'm gonna scare the cutoff away. So I would rather just let him bluff me. And the cutoff actually decides on a check. So 4 players to the river. The river is another queen, so we made a boat on the river. Before I decided to do any actions, the cutoff he was trying to throw chips into the pot. So as soon as I found out he was trying to do that, I thoroughly don't want to scare him away, so I checked. And the cutoff position for sure bets 15 into the pot. And the 2 limpers to the river folds, and action is on me. So at this point, I was just trying to get the maximum value where I bet 40. And the cutoff thinks for a while and kind of murmured, "Do you have a queen?" And then folds. So I showed him the Queen 3. He said, "Nice hand." So we take this one down.
For this session, we bought in for $226 and cashed out for $267. We booked a $41 win, and that's a wrap for our pilot episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you have any suggestions or comments, you're more than welcome to comment below. I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about this video. I'll see you all next time.